Jesus, idirimumba. Ihunanya gibu ihe jurum nobi. Jesus, idirobimba. Ihunanya giso ihe jurum nobi. Agama kwa kuwa nile ihimere nantuo. 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 Olori ana mekelenge Malita nongubu ana mekelenge Isiniga buru mibua mboge zuru Imereya Isiniga hijamanya mirim mboge zuru Imereya Omema ne mema, dike na dimba, akane mumba, chukwama, ikukwama nonya, akana gwara, sasongibu chima, agama kwaku wanile. Agama kwaku wanile, otigo nyedi kebi. Agama kwaku wanile, Wana for daddy mama idima kibonye nenye achimogem kibonye nonala lorimo tai le oloma ya agama kwaku anile imenanmo agama kwaku anile imenanmo Agama kwa kuwa nile imere nangu. Jesus, see what you've done for me. Jesus, idirimumba, idirobimba. Iunanyagi, ihejurundo. Jesus, you are so nice. Jesus is so nice to me. Hey, Jesus is nice, so nice, so nice to me. Jesus is so nice.
sing is real. My Jesus is real.
Jesus is so real. So real.
Jesus, you are so wonderful. You are so real. Sweet Jesus, you are so beautiful. Sweet Jesus, and you are so wonderful. Odioye, 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 you will be. Sweet Jesus,
You are so beautiful.
so beautiful.
Sweet Jesus, you are so wonderful.
Sweet Jesus is nice.
So nice,
So nice.
so nice.
My Jesus is nice.
Jesus is so nice, so nice.
Sweet Jesus is real.
It's real,
Real.
it's real.
My Jesus is real.
Jesus is so real, so real.
And I hear you say Jesus is nice. Nice.
So nice,
Nice.
so nice. Jesus is so nice, so nice.
So.
Jesus, wait! How can let me come for Kanu? Carry this boat. How much for me? Go die. You know what?
Jesus is real. Yes, he's real.
No weapon formed against us that will prosper, because our lives are hidden in Jesus. Glory to God.
Brother, yeah, God has forgiven you. You are free indeed.
It's real, it's real.
My Jesus is real.
Jesus is so real, so real.
Imarama, Jehovah, Imarama, Imarama, Jimmy Barama, Odioye, 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 you will be. Sweet Jesus,
Jesus,
sweet Jesus,
so beautiful.
so beautiful.
Sweet Jesus,
Yeah,
you are so wonderful.
so. Sweet Jesus is nice, nice,
So nice,
so nice.
so nice. Jesus is so nice, so nice.
So real. Real.
handle your ballot paper from the point of collection from the polling official to the point of casting your ballot.
Once a voter is first accredited, he is given the ballot paper all round.
After thumbprinting the ballot in secret, fold the ballot paper inward and flatten. Then proceed to the area where the ballot box is placed in the open and deposit the ballot paper into the appropriate box. Ensure the ballot paper is properly folded. Fold your ballot paper properly. Avoid mishandling your ballot paper and prevent blood ballots.
We are going to introduce quick dry impact so that will eliminate the risk of smashing and spoiling the ballot paper.
Making your vote count. Consolidating our democracy.
What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, capital G-U-G-U-E, Michaels. Welcome to Film Talk with Gugu Michaels. In this episode, we're gonna talk about fight scenes. Oh, before I even get started, mass shout out to all my independent filmmakers that's following me on Instagram. I salute, appreciate you guys, man. I really do, man. I love all the questions. You guys ask me all the questions, and I do my best trying to answer it. And a lot of you guys have asked me, how do I shoot fight scenes?
So what if I leave you with no choice? That's good. Proud of you.
Well, there's a lot of ways to shoot fight scenes. It just depends on what style or what flavor you're looking for. Me personally, I'm a huge fan of Hong Kong fight sequences. I think they make the best action films globally. That's just my opinion. So I love the way they do their fight sequences. And I just try to, I'm inspired, I don't try to copy their style. I'm inspired by them, so I just try to add my own flavor to it. In real life, if I was to shoot two people fighting in real life, you wouldn't enjoy it because it's just, it's just close punches and it's too fast. But in a cinematic world, in a film, every punch is drawn out, every emotion, is drawn out. That's what makes it more exciting. That's what makes it pretty, because it's like a dance. There's different types of fight sequences, right? One being what I call the editing fight scene. The editing fight scene is where everything is a clip. You understand what I'm saying? I throw it, boom, to the stomach, I cut, right? I show you a reaction, ooh, right? I cut. Boom, I move the camera. Then I come up, boom, boom, I cut, right? So I do that just a few times. Then in editing, in post-production, I just take all those clips, boom, 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 and I cut them. So most American fight sequences, I say 80%. 80% of American fight sequences is shot that way. It's editing. It's called editing fight sequence, where they just shoot clips, cut, movement, cut, then they edit it together, and that's what you see. And the reason why I love Hong Kong is more like choreographed dance. They choreograph it, they're two talents, they learn it real, take that time and learn it well. And they perform it just like you watch Dances with the Star. It's the same thing. The only difference is this one is fight movement, right? And how they shoot those is they may use 2 cameras or they may use 1. In my case, I use 1. I don't have that kind of budget. I use 1 for my, my action sequence, for my fight scenes. Sometimes I use 2, just depend on the location and the time. So what I do, if these are my 2 subjects, right, I'm on the camera over here to cover his dance movement, right? I may do a mid shot, maybe from waist up to cover his movement. It's a dance, right? I'm only focusing on him. I will record, I get him doing all his movement, right? Boom. And I, boom, come to this side, move my camera to this side. Now I only get him doing all this movement, right? Then I take the camera and I move it back to cover the wide shot, right? So now, remember, it's a dance. So now, right? Done. Now I do what we call cutaways. And cutaways is pretty much like emphasis on certain punches, right? So depending on how smooth he did a punch, I may just focus and come to cutaway, showing that punch land, showing your face, if you spit out blood, you spit out blood. Show that movement. If it's an uppercut, I do a cutaway of the uppercut. Now remember, I already got it from both sides and wide. Then I should do an uppercut. I only focus on the uppercut. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you get the gist. That's pretty much how the choreographed fight sequences. My man, Donnie Yen, which I love all his movies. Donnie Yen, I'm a huge fan of Donnie Yen. He does that a lot. That he used the crane to follow the movement. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? The crane. Then with the Steadicam. Then they'll put it on a stick and do the same thing. So once they cut it, it flows. This is like, and that's what makes you be like, like as a viewer, that's what draws you in. And you're like, oh, is that movement. You're watching a dance. So those are some samples of dances, of the dance fight sequences, okay? And I hope I answered your questions. If you have any more questions, and if you like this video, please drop a comment, subscribe, you understand what I'm saying, so I can keep them coming. If you have any more questions, follow me on my Instagram, which is GUGUBOO. That's Google Boo. If you want to follow me on my Facebook, that's Facebook. That's Google E. Michaels. I'm on Facebook and Twitter. I'm not really a big fan of Twitter, but you're more than welcome to follow me on Twitter, which is at GUGU1904. You dig? And of course, my website. You know, if you want to see some of my previous work on my website is googleemichaels.com. That's www. What the hell is W? www.googleemichaels. That's GUGUEMICHAELS.com. You understand what I'm saying? Again, if you like what I'm doing, hit that subscribe button and drop me a message. Tell me what you think. Also, what do you want me to cover? What question do you have about filmmaking or action sequence or filmmaking that you want to talk about? Bam! Drop it. Thank you for watching. This is Google E. Michaels. I salute, signing out. Bam!
Hello. Thank you for being with us in today's transmission. We hope you enjoyed yourself. In whichever platform you're watching us, please like, subscribe, and drop your comments. Thank you. See you some other time. Bye.